My name is Rowan. I am 19 years old and my sister is 20 years old. We both were very close from the beginning. But as I grew up, the hunger inside me started increasing more. Let me tell you in advance that in our country, playing cricket with brothers and sisters is considered a crime. But I was different from everyone else. I also enjoyed playing cricket with my sister, but now I was not satisfied with all those things. I kept thinking that when I would get a chance and I would play cricket to my sister, there was a lot of openness between my sister and me. Even then I was afraid that if I told my sister about cricket, she might get angry and tell it at home. Due to the same fear, I was not able to ask her. The days were passing like this. My exams were over and school holidays were going on. I used to search only this on Google the whole day. I couldn't find any specific information on how to convince my sister to play cricket. So I left it all and started watching cricket movies. I used to watch all this almost all the time and play cricket in the name of my sister. Remembering my sister, I used to enjoy shaking my bat. This too. I used to imagine my sister instead of a movie actress, and instead of a man. I used to imagine myself playing cricket with a bat in my sister's cave. I used to get a lot of pleasure in all that. Seeing the heroine's papayas in the movie, I started remembering my sister's words. And I often liked to watch the same movie in which the heroine's papayas looked as normal as my sister's. The days were passing by doing all this. Now the school holidays were over and going to school had started. Gradually the weather also changed. And now the cold season had started coming. We both brothers and sisters used to sleep in the same room. Because I was very timid. So instead of sleeping in my own room, I used to sleep in my sister's room. One night I got very excited about playing cricket. I started playing with my name while wearing earphones in my ears and watching a movie on my mobile. I kept playing for a long time. I was so engrossed in playing that I couldn't hear anything. Then suddenly my sister got up to drink water and caught me red-handed. At that time she was looking very angry. She angrily said to me, "What are you doing?" "Wait, I will do it right now. I will tell Mom." I was very scared. Now I started requesting my sister not to tell anyone in the house. After a lot of persuasion, she finally agreed and drank water and went to sleep. The next morning I woke up feeling scared that my sister might tell my mother, but she had not told anything to anyone. Then I got busy in my work. Many days had passed since then. I was also worried about that. Had forgotten. We both started living normally like brother and sister again. In the middle of winter season, one day I was sitting on the sofa, covered with a blanket and watching TV. My sister was also watching with me. Then suddenly a condom advertisement came on TV. I removed that channel. But perhaps my sister did not like this. She suddenly put her hand inside the blanket and placed his hand on the snake. I was shocked. What is my sister doing? I looked at my sister. She said in a low voice, "Have fun, son. Don't tell anyone. We will do the rest at night." My sister got hot. I got happy. While watching TV, he started hitting my bed and took out my juice from my garden and put it in his hand. He looked into my eyes and smilingly took my hand in his mouth and drank it. I just kept looking at her. My dream was about to come true. That day the night was just about to happen. After a long wait, that night had finally arrived. Both of us quickly finished our food and at around 8 o'clock I went to the room to sleep. I was unable to control myself. Both of us started waiting for 10 o'clock when everyone in the house went to sleep. Then I slowly placed my hand on her pussy and started massaging her papayas. She too was looking into my eyes with intoxicating eyes and was chewing her cunt. Does anyone do this with their sister? I got scared again. I did not understand why my sister started saying this. I removed my hand from her lips and said, "What was it that you did in the morning?" She laughed and said, "I felt like playing cricket at that time. But now again I don't." I again took my hand on the bowl and said, "Right now I feel like it." But she removed my hand and said, "Go away. I will tell Mom." I got up from her bed angrily and went to sleep. I was very angry. How is she doing? After some time I fell asleep. It was almost midnight. Then I felt something. That my banana was getting a little wet. When I paid attention, I found that someone was playing with my banana in his mouth. Yes. Now my eyes were open. Then I saw that my sister was in my blanket, and she was playing the match with me. When I touched her head, she took her face out from the blanket and said laughingly, "How are you feeling now, brother?" I said, "I am having fun." She said, "Let's have fun." I said, "You will do KLPD with me again?" She laughed and said, "What does KLPD mean?" I said, "KLPD means cheating." She winked and said, "That won't happen now." I said, "It won't happen." She laughed and said, "The same KLPD." I said, "Really? Are you ready to give me all the fun?" She said yes. I thought of asking her what had happened at that time. Then I thought that the mood might change again. So first let's play cricket. Enjoy. Then I will answer the questions. Now we both played cricket. What happened after that was the first experience of my life. Its pitch was very clean. By placing her hand on my head, she was enjoying playing cricket on her pitch. While caressing my head, she said, "I have cleaned it just 10 minutes ago. I am enjoying it. Isn't it?" I started looking into her eyes lovingly. She said at that time my pitch was not clear. That is why it became KLPD. I laughed and pitched her. Spread my pink lips and played cave match. She groaned and started pressing my head on her cave. And with her foot she held my neck. I suddenly remembered the hill of her cave. Came. And I started pulling her cave. Mountain. With my lips. She flinched and started abusing. "Don't pull the mountain of your sister's cave." I did not say anything and just kept having fun with my sister's cave. Water had come out of her cave. But I did not move my face. I drank all the juice that came out of his cave. Then we played a lot of cricket.